Welcome to Stepping Stones. For the final time this semester, until we resume after Labor Day, how are all of you? I hope you are well. Once, two monkeys, they were leaving the jungle, and they happened to come into this village, and there was a very pretty woman there. And one monkey remarked to the other woman about how pretty she is. And the monkey responded to her saying, "Yes, but she's missing her tail." And what this shows is how beauty is in the eye of the beholder. One person's trash is another person's treasure. In a technical way, we would call this insight, perspective. We would call this feeling. This is what the vision of Stepping Stones is, to change our vision, our insights, our feelings, especially when we're in middle school. Lots of caregivers of those in middle school, it could be grandparents, parents, teachers, they came to me sharing, in middle school, happy times start to become harder. School becomes more demanding. Socializing becomes more demanding. So can our community come up with a program, a training, where those hard times can be understood with insights so that these can be happier times? And that's what we've been doing since the middle of June. For this message, this communing, is day 45. We've been together for a long time. And all of this, again, is for being happiness. For 44 times I've shared, be happiness, be happiness, be happiness. I'm not even saying be happy, I'm saying be happiness. Being happy is because of your context. It's because of the space you're in, the time you're in. Right now, I'm sharing with you from Life Gurukula. This is our new 16-acre, 60,000 square foot Gurukula where everyone can come. They can come for insights, they can come to serve, they can come to practice discipline. So we tend to be happy based on context, but being happiness is not based on context, but based on content. Who you are, what you are. And I know all of you are reflecting on this, but I'll share my personal experience about how to make this clearer. I'm wearing glasses right now, these corrective lenses. I started wearing eyeglasses in grade 10, and the first day that I wore my glasses in high school, it was quite embarrassing. Because there's so many stereotypes that person reads too much, or that person's a nerd, and whatever. Now fast forward a whole lot of years, I like my glasses. My wife Sheila, she has gone through eye surgery so that she doesn't have to wear glasses, and she shared, "Why don't you get this done too?" And I said, I like my glasses. Now sometimes, when I'm super sleepy, so I've just woken up and I've put my glasses on, and when I leave our bedroom and I get into the hallway and I get into the kitchen and suppose I want to get a glass of water and I can't see clearly and I'm thinking to myself, where are my glasses? And eventually, when I have insight, understanding, I come to feel that I'm wearing my glasses. I don't need to do anything to get them. I just have to know that I have them. This is the shift from being happy, where you have to do something, to being happiness, to know what your nature is. This whole week we are reviewing, and I just shared a review on diversity in unity. Now, a lot of you are studying science, and you're learning about energy. There's kinetic energy and static energy. Imagine you could interview energy. Okay, so all of that hydroelectric energy that's coming from water, that's creating electricity, and you interviewed this energy saying, how come you keep becoming static and kinetic and solar and nuclear and all of that? What will energy say back to you? Energy is not created. Energy is not destroyed. Energy simply changes in its name, in its form, but in terms of its quality, it's still energy. That shows diversity and unity. And now for our final review, we flowed through achieve and aspire. Achieve what you have to do today and aspire to do more tomorrow. Be who you are today, accept who you are, and then be more tomorrow. And I gave you 3 very practical tips on how to achieve and aspire. How to achieve? Unitask, routine, utilize planners. Then all of the schoolwork you have today, this week, this month, you will achieve it. And the 3rd tip was undertake more. Learn Sanskrit. Learn how to play the tabla. Tend to more responsibilities at home. This is where you're aspiring. You're undertaking more, which is helping you to be more disciplined, to serve more, to learn more. And so I offer my final thoughts for this first semester of Stepping Stones. I want to bring us back to our Ra, which is turning into a Ram. This was the reflection adventure of the weekend or the week, but now I'm changing it to month. On September 1st, our community will complete our effort for awe. That is to give effort to the earth, to give time to water, and to give resources to animals. For all of you who are feeling grateful, express this as generosity by giving resources, giving funds, giving money to Wildlife SOS, which is saving the elephants that live in Bharat, that live in India. We hope our community will complete raising $25,000 by September 1st. And I offer my gratitude to every one of you, your families, your friends. Stepping Stones has been challenging for me to think about, to teach, especially because all summer I've been traveling. But everyone who's shared with me about Stepping Stones, they have been grateful for this. So it makes me really think that I have such a privilege to be able to think and teach on these incremental insights. And today is Shri Krishna's Jayanti. It is Bhagavan Krishna's birthday. For me, for millions, Shri Krishna is God, Gita, Guru. He has come into our lives in the form of guidance through maps that are leading us to divinity. And so I pray to Shri Krishna to continue to grace every one of us to be even more strong inside and even more strong outside. Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Very much looking forward to being with all of you again on Monday, September 8th, when we recommence our second semester of Stepping Stones. Be happiness.